going on, everyone? Welcome to the Stonk Market YouTube channel. We're going to be covering anything and everything, the ins and the outs of the stock exchange. So to start this out, show off this small account I got. It's only been here since February, March, started the virus. Up a good amount. Now, this is the power, but God giveth and He taketh away, so just believe this can be gone in a second. Just as quick as you spend it, this will be gone. Again, some homework here. This is just what I want to go over for my first video. How risky and non-guaranteed these investments are. So please proceed with caution. So to start, I want to say, if you're investing, you should always be thinking about buying into the long term before you're trading options. So for an example, a 70-30 split of 70% of your money in stocks, 70 or 30% into options. It'll be much more safer, and man, I can't think of a better way to just let your money sit. Now, to get in and define an option, it's a tool used to hedge positions in times like now of volatility. So riding it up with a call or short selling with a put. So riding a buy up with a call or a sell off with a put. We're just flipping premium that we pay for the right to these contracts. Now, the safest way, I would say, in my opinion, to trade options would be credit and debit spreads and news and events. So if you don't know how to do credit and debit spreads, I'll eventually end up making a video on it, but sticking to news and events when you're buying your positions in options is honestly the best way you can go about making a high probability, high percentage winning strategy. And another key for that is time will always be king. Okay, always buy with time on your contracts if you're not sure about a certain thing. If you don't buy with time, that option, depending on how far out of the money it is, will disintegrate like Thanos just got here. Options are designed to go to zero by the time they expire, so flipping the premium is key to keep in mind. And let me just reiterate, again, I am not a professional here. I'm just stating my own knowledge and opinions. So for my market update and analysis for the news, I'll put a little picture of it. News is going crazy with virus cases. The US hit over 120,000 cases. Florida, Texas, the hotspots are heating up, I would say. The futures, crucial bounce. They did bounce. This is written before. I'll pull it up. So here are futures, and here's the open line. This is Sunday at 5, 6. Nice little rising wedge we got going on up here. Back to 313, going for 314. So could be a good futures bounce. And the previous weeks of trading have been very choppy and very emotional. So my tip and advice here is just don't ever assume and don't ever get emotional. Just stick with your budget, stick with your play. Don't throw more money in. Don't shovel money at it, average down. Just stick with what you got. And for my last point here, I'm gonna bring up gold and bonds and their steady increase in this volatile time. It's the big money steadily moving in, but gold has been soaring actually, and I believe, yep, it's going for all-time highs here. So gold is one to watch for sure. And I wanted to throw in here, be very cautious on what stocks you're buying. I want to say this because of all the Robinhood controversy and their like penny stocks and Nikola and Hertz and all that. And I just want to, if you know what you're doing and you don't put too much in, it's not a problem, you know. But people put too much money in, and then it becomes a problem, and they lose too much money. So I just want everyone to be cautious and be wary of what they're putting themselves into. And finally, for the plays I'm watching, Facebook, I'll show it a little bit here. I wrote it down and then I wrote it back up. So here's my Facebook puts. I got in at a really low cost. Closed out as like 600. And here are my current Facebook plays. Definitely leading more on the upside here. Got the 240 calls, but nonetheless, got to be diverse. I'm also looking at Square, Nvidia here, and my long term, I'll just throw it in there. Got a little bit, and why not? Little teaser here for the real long term I've been setting up. But yeah, I think that's gonna conclude it here. I'm gonna be thinking of a lot more videos here to put out, a lot more education, a lot more knowledge I need to get out here, but I think that's it. I'm gonna cut it here. And have a good night.